Two grey gods crawled through a rift into this world and found it warm, lush, and unclaimed. It lacked only worshippers, so these gods, the Famhair, gifted apes with thought, shaping them into a clever, violent race, humanity. Great civilizations soon spread across the world, bloodthirsty, cruel, and strong in magic. Then the Famhair turned their greedy eyes on Arborea and Canestia, the homes of the elves and dwarfs, who until then had hardly noticed the thinking apes or their gods. Thus began the All-War, as the elves and dwarves banded together to defeat the Famhair and their human armies. But the Famhair were unkillable. All that could be done was drive them back through the rift, and even this cost the old races. All their gods and heroes died closing it. Worse, the Famhair never stopped clawing at it from the void, rending the very fabric of the world. So, a song spell was made that would forever knit up the rift. And as punishment for their part in the war, a human king's daughter was enchanted so she might sing the song without food or rest for eternity. 1,000 years on, and the maiden is forgotten, but the whispers of the Famhair still invade the dreams of the ambitious, promising power and crimson glory. 3 times have evil men heeded that siren call and sought the rift. And 3 times have they been defeated by ragtag and unproven heroes. Today the whispers wake a new evil, more devious than those that came before. Who this time will stand against it? What heroes this time will rise?
Hello and welcome. This is Nekot the Brave, and this is the second time I'm recording this. So this is Bard's Tale for Barrows Deep, closed beta, and we'll be doing a small let's play of this, probably about an hour long. So previously, I had the mic too close to my mouth, so there was a lot of buffeting, and I do not want that. So, hopefully this is going to be good. Okay, so here are the options. They're all pretty standard. There are more options than there were before. We're going to play around with grid mode a little bit, or maybe not, if we can't select it in-game. But let's go start a new game.
The song I sing will tell the tale of a cold and wintry day, of castle walls and torchlit halls, and a price men had to pay. When evil fled and brave men bled, the Dark One came to stay, till men of old, for blood and gold, had rescued Skara Brae.
Ready?
Not hardly.
Hanging's taken for them! This is only the beginning.
Thus, children, shall the Sword Father smite all who befriend the old races. Hail, Henrid!
Okay, so in my opinion, that beginning cutscene could have gone better, and I think it was kind of funny that the animated kind of thing where he was playing the harp, or yeah, I guess that was a harp. That the music was still playing long after he stopped actually plucking the strings.
You needed directions.
Oh, that's a bad business. And no mistake.
I don't understand. What did they do? What was their crime?
Their crime? Existing was their crime. The Fatherites don't like our kind. Come on, before those paladins give us a second glance.
I'll give them a second glance. And maybe a...
Oh, here now! Save it! You'll only get yourself killed. And we need you. You're gonna save Skara Brae. Ah, you're looking at me like you think old Robbie's had a few too many. Well, maybe I have. But this is no drunkard's fancy. You've been in my dreams 7 nights now, and each one with the same end. You the hero, and me lost. They all start with some evil slithering out of the darkness, and you driving it back from whence it came. But I don't make it to the happy ever after. And there's a moment right at the end where you could save me, and instead you choose not to. You just turn away and leave me to be buried alive. Well, maybe that means I shouldn't trust you. But you're the best hope we've got. So I guess I'll just have to pray that part's not true. Anyway, hero, let's get back to the Adventurers Guild. I have a few words to say to the congregation. This way.
Okay. So we start off as this character, Melody, but we'll have the opportunity to change that later.
You can't swing a cat in Skara Brae these days without hitting a paladin. Not that I'm prone to swinging cats.
Get your meat here! Water from the lake from which the blessed lady rose wards off elves, terrifies dwarves! Protect yourself!
What a load of shite.
Always a few who'll take advantage of hard times.
Bewarest thou, heretics?
More murder. I should...
There's nothing to be gained fighting the Fatherites head on. There's another way. At least, I hope there is.
And the so-called hero!
That poor...
Could be us next. Think not, lest thou sin. Faith is all. The temple will protect you. Report.
So I'll be trying to collect most everything again. There's a lot of things to explore out here, which I enjoy. And there's shortcuts and different things that you'll get when you come back. Like, for instance, you can get a grappling hook and you'll be able to traverse those 2 places with ease.
Not as proud. That is how they take
The loot is randomized, so
purchase not from a dwarf. Thou wilt
yeah.
never stop paying.
Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Fatherite notices and edicts. Be it known that the Temple of the Sword Father has named the former residents of this house witches and heretics, and all their goods are now temple property. Their debts, however, were their own, and will not be paid by the temple or its servants.
Nor the dwarf, nor the troll. Bewarest thou?
Too much for you, eh?
Got a weak stomach?
Hot soup! Delicious! Aha! Come here for soup, have you? Well, soup is not an adequate description for what you'll be getting. You'll be getting fulfillment, joy, the tender embrace of your mother's arms. This is not just soup. It is a revelation, a liquid epiphany. Heaven by the spoonful. There is no question that this soup is good enough for you. The question you have to ask yourself is, am I good enough for this soup? No. On consideration, you are not good enough for this soup. Ruffians!
Fear not. Do not listen to the lies. Fear not the Adventurers Guild members. We take care of our own town, neighbors, and you. All races welcome. As long as a passion for adventure is in you, in your heart, and a song on your lips. If you are harassed or fear the evils that invade our land, join us for a pint and learn how we can help protect all. So there's things that you can collect out there on the ground.
I've known some good trout, but not many. Adventurous safe this time.
Round 'em up. That's what I see. Seems like they're hanging anyone.
So like these
They hanged my
herbs.
shoemaker last week.
You must have done something wrong. The temple knows what it's doing.
Cabbage, aye. Cabbage, carrots, and potatoes. Cabbage, carrots, potatoes. Aye.
I do feel sorry for the guys. Really, I do. Don't say that out loud.
Be it known that the Temple of the Sword Father seeks the adventurer Hofne Oakmore for questioning in connection with necromancy and possession of forbidden texts. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is instructed to report to the temple immediately by order of Bishop Henred. So yes, I'm going to read all these notes. But I will not read the lore journals because those are far more than I planned to actually do, so.
Here we are. The guild.
Turn of a page, word of a sage, side of a fall, start of it all. I don't know, whatever. We'll probably be able to access it later, since we're going to be coming back here at some point. But the world looks pretty cool. And it doesn't run like shit, so that's great.
Rabbi!
Hey, Rab.
We are pleased you're safe.
Aye, me too. Bide here a bit. I'm going to say a few words.
There were more folk killed last night. Some great beast, they said.
And again, they blame us for it.
Something's brewing, that's for certain. I've heard the singing 3 times this month. 3 times!
But what is behind it? Who is behind it?
All right, quiet down, friends. I've something to say. What I just saw at Henrod's hanging tree was the last straw. We can't just keep talking about doing something. We have to...
Do you hear that?
The song of the maiden. What does it foretell this time?
Arrest the heretics! Burn this den of evil to the ground!
This way, hero! Hurry!
Okay, so we're going to create our own character. This time, we're going to be playing as a bard. See, you have 4 different character archetypes. The bard, the practitioner, the fighter, and the rogue. They all have their own specialties. But I heard that playing as the bard gives you the most accessibility. So I guess we'll try that out. For our culture, we have several different things. We have 4 different human subraces, as well as the dwarf, the elf, and the trow. I think I'll be an elf.
It hurts me just to look at you.
It would be so...
Come on, fight!
You make me sick.
Why are you even trying?
You are making...
Why do you even exist?
You're... How can you prevent...
You don't scare me.
Watch out, or I'll hurt you.
Is that your face?
Is that your face, or are you walking backwards?
Why are you...
Why are you being so awful?
Alright, sure. So, this is our skill tree. We'll choose from different skills, and there's different... Huh. That's interesting. Okay, so, but there's different trees in here. So, what I didn't know was that I guess each different class has a different type of crafting section. Like in this one, it's brewing, whereas when I was playing a trow rogue, it was crafting. So I guess each different class has their own thing, crafting type of situation. Guess I'll be a bludgeon. And critical hits. And that, okay. I think we'll do that. So yeah, that's going to be our character.
Oh, we made it. What a nightmare, eh? Come on. We've got to get to the old guild and figure a way to protect ourselves. The Adventurers Guild from back before the old town was buried is still here after all these years. Just a little filthier and liable to collapse. At least it's well hidden. No danger of another visit from the Fatherites. Come on. We're looking for a green door.
Do not enter. By order of the temple, this property is condemned. Disease, corruption, or abominations may be found within. Do not enter. I still don't know what that does, but I'm sure we'll find out at some point, just not right now. We won't be able to push it from this way. We'll come back through there later.
Hold on, hero. You'd better touch that luckstone. Luckstone. There. Now you're safe. No matter what befalls, you'll come right back to here.
Apologies for cutting off that guy. Didn't mean to do that.
Adventurers. Hello.
Wait a moment. Don't think these are any friends of ours. No, they're up to mischief. We'll have to fight them, I fear.
Kill! Kill for the masters! Take your targets.
On your word. Kill for the masters. What masters, I wonder?
So, there's, like, crafting components that you can, get. And I'm not sure how to actually craft anything, but they're there.
Maybe those rogues were carrying something to burn down these boards. What did you find on them? clear.
Adventurers!
I want extra for this!
Here. Ah! Aha!
Coming through!
I suppose.
Here.
Am I supposed to be doing something?
Oh, have a go! I dare you!
On your word.
Ah!
That was a nasty scrap. Let's see to our wounds.
Okay, so to heal ourselves, we'll eat some of this meat. This should heal all of our constitution.
This all looks rather fatal. Oh dear. Not really.
Someone there? I see them.
You're all dead, you hear me? Just try it.
Ready? Ah! Aha!
Hang on.
You're not even trying.
On your word. Oh!
So like right here, there's like a shortcut, or just a hidden area. There's a lot of that stuff here.
If it's
like here.
all the same to you, I'd rather we didn't.
Pretty sure you can crack open this this door over here with the skill.
There's another luckstone. Better safe than sorry, I always say.
So we can consume the quote-unquote luck stones or save stones for some extra experience.
You let them scatter. Now we shall have to drag them out again. The people must see what a danger these outcasts are. Find them.
We're the danger? Who set fire to the guild?
Indeed.
More paladins. Can't let them spot us. Edge left and stick to the shadows. The Adventurers Guild is just around the corner.
Right. I mean, left. This all looks rather... Oh dear. Not really. What is that?
One eye, one leg, one arm. Is it a Fashan? I've sung songs about them, but I never thought I'd see one.
I thought perhaps I was drunk and didn't know it.
Beware, adventurers are not your friends. Only the temple has the authority to hunt abominations and arrest evildoers. Vigilantism will not be tolerated. Report any unauthorized hunting to the temple.
Ready?
On your word.
Yes?
Here. Stepping by.
Yes? Excuse me?
Ready? Stepping by.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, there's a lot of places to explore around here. And if you think that you can squeeze through it, you probably can. So... back where we started, and this is the road to the Adventurers Guild.
Torn apart, right in front of me. I didn't know whether to shit or scream. Oh, I think I did both.
I've got a knife. I thought I could take care of myself. Not against them things.
What do you want? Forgive me, my bile. It is not you who have stirred it, but these cursed clods who broke my best lute and battered me with their oafish fists. If you need an instrument, I have a few I am willing to sell. I am trying to raise enough coin to return to the Everwood. The venture has not so far been a success. A mob, fevered by the Fatherites. They accused me of trying to lure some badish boy into the shadows, then set upon me with fist and boot. Had not a fellow adventurer been passing, I've no doubt I would have hung from their tree. Fortunately, a dwarf named Dalgleish saw my peril and dragged me to safety, taking many blows himself. I am in his debt. Not the finest instruments you'll ever find.
So this is our purchasing thing. So we can sell stuff. We can buy things. In this case, there's stuff that we can buy and stuff that we can't. Anything that we equip basically has a lot of like stats that will change, and so like for instance, you'll get 3 constitution and 1 strength with this weathered leather tunic, and each point of constitution increases your health by 1, so that's what you'll be using for, like, you know, withstanding blows and etc. We're not going to buy anything.
May you have better fortune than your fair friend Mary.
Do not fear me, friends. I beg you. Yes, I am a Fatherite, but I no longer take orders from Bishop Henred or any of his compatriots. It is they who are not Fatherites, for they have abandoned the Sword Father's tenets. Thus, I have broken with them and come here to this refuge to do what a priest must always do: help the helpless and teach those who wish to learn. The Sword Father was a man once, a king of Lestras who valiantly drove out foreign invaders and sacrificed himself for the security of his people. Such was his honor and goodness that he became a god upon his death, and his daughter, known as the Blessed Lady, an all-merciful goddess. Together, they watch over mankind, the Father inspiring them in times of trouble, the Blessed Lady comforting them when the storm has passed. He did not seem so terrible when first he arrived. Ambitious, yes, but still compassionate, and with a keen intellect that was never satisfied. Then slowly his mind became less flexible, his fears more consuming, and his compassion reserved only for his own kind. Where once the temples helped all, Henred ordered that only the faithful be fed and all others be turned away. It only got worse from there, as you know, and I now fear he has lost his sanity entirely. I was reprimanded for aiding a dwarf, and when I defended myself, Henred demanded I give up my ministry. I left without looking back. But I haven't left the true church, only Henred's church, which is not and shall never be mine. Well, I do what I can, healing, comforting, feeding, advising. If you are sick or wounded, I will be happy to help you. If you seek to channel the power of your God for good works, yes, I can show you. First, however, I would ask a favor. Some of Henred's so-called paladins have looted sacred relics and are wearing them as medals, it seems. As if covering one's self in holy artifacts made one more holy. Preposterous. I know Paladin Captain Beckwith, who patrols the road near Fetter Cairn, wears one. If you could get it from him, so I may return it to its proper place, I would believe that you have the fortitude and commitment to learn what I have to teach. Bless you, friends.
So this is a puzzle that we don't have all of the cogs for, which we'll get later, I assume. This is a lore book.
Welcome, friend. I'm Resa, and this is Halifax. How can we help you? New folks arriving here every day, driven out of their homes by monsters or paladins or what have you, and they all need to eat and sleep. Oh, I haven't much, but we share what we have. If you need food, it's there. A place to lie down, the houses across the way are safe, and if you're wounded, get in that line there. We'll see to you as soon as we can. It was all chaos here when the attacks started, so somebody had to organise. Me and Halifax here, my husband, we started finding blankets and food for the rest and keeping watch as best we could. Not doing too bad so far, but there's more folk coming in every day. It'll get worse before it gets better. Ah, my bold, brave husband. Always manages to find trouble where no one else can. Good thing for a guard, I suppose. Not so easy on his wife, though. Well, at least we're in trouble together this time. Help out if you can. We need it.
Poor folk. More every day. Where are we going to fit 'em all? If you need food and healing, see my wife here, Resa. If you need a blade or some leather on your back, see me. And if you're fit enough, we could use some help holding back the darkness, as the city watch ain't likely to help us down here.
You know what I would like is for them to, like, stare at me and not in the distance.
And why shouldn't I be? Was with them for 30 years until this Henred becomes Bishop of the Fatherites. Then all of a sudden being Einar is a sin, fired for worshipping the wrong gods, took my house and tried to burn poor Resa as a witch. Pooh! Spent half my life arresting the rats that lived in Skara Brae below, and now I'm down here helping them. Oh, it's a funny old world, eh? I've got some likely lads patrolling the camp, but what we really need is some hardy souls to go into the dark and clear some streets. Things seem to be breeding in there. Horrible things. Resa's my wife. Met her at her father's tavern. Oh, she wouldn't look at me at first, but then, well, I guess she got used to me. I won't find a kinder person in all of Keith. I don't know how I got so lucky. Thanks for looking.
This is the Adventurer's
Here
Guild.
we are. I told Orlo not to let anybody in who didn't give him the Wildland whistle. Give it a try.
We'll do it later. So this gives us some experience. It's basically like in Wasteland 2, where you'd have those special shrines that you click on and you get XP. It's basically that.
Now's the perfect time. Everybody's out of their houses, left all their valuables behind.
But what about the monsters? What if we get ate?
Well, be careful, that's all.
Okay, so
And if
this
we're caught, well,
requires training in
faster
lockpick,
than
which
you, so that's
requires
all
that we
right.
have a rogue in our
Aye,
party.
that's not
I was able to
funny.
open up that chest last time I played because I was a rogue. Apparently I can't do it now.
Aye. Ah.
Oops.
That's the tune. Welcome, friend. Hello, Robbie. Glad to see you in one piece.
One minute. I gotta make a little speech. And this time, I hope we won't be interrupted. All friends, lend me your ears a moment. Well, friends, Seems the Fatherites have decided to wipe us adventurers out once and for all. Not sure if they really think we're behind all the murder and mayhem that's been plaguing Skara Brae, or if they just want a scapegoat. But either way, if we ever want to live in peace again, we have to prove to those bastard sword priests that we're not the enemy. And the best way to do that is to bring them the enemy. Now, I'm sending messengers to the elves and dwarves to petition their help in this. That help, however, may be long in coming. So we need a few brave souls here and now, willing to hunt down whoever's behind this terror and deliver them to the priests. Not just to save Skara Brae, not just to save the Adventurers Guild, but to save the lives of all the elves, dwarves, trow, adventurers, outcasts, and practitioners of magic in Caith. So, any volunteers? Well, you know where I'll be when you make up your mind.
We'll talk to him in a little bit. So this is where we...
If you want something, spit it out.
We
no
can create
time for any
custom
hemming and
characters and arrange our party.
Not without
but
your
I don't have
token,
any
you
tokens to do it.
Go see the sisters if you're looking for charity. Aside from listening to Jack doing numpties, I hire out Oh, nothing is it?
Ah, another week. Not many creature comforts yet here at the new guild, but Granny Goodnight and I managed to put a few kegs in a barrow as we were running out. So, how about a drink? Ah, in the old days, the guild was out in the open. A place for treasure hunters, sell swords, and practitioners to find work and tell tall tales. These days, it's the last refuge for anyone who doesn't fit into the Fatherites' narrow little world. Mages, rogues, folk of the old races. They can all have a drink and know they're not going to have any trouble. Well, they could until tonight. Didn't he make it? Poor soul. Paladin got her before I could get him. No half the barkeep she was, but I'll do my best. Happy drinking, friend.
Hello. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Sir Stephen of Dengler. Can't talk long. Black Hawk and I are flying off to Lestras soon. That's right, fly. I ride on the back of a great hawk, crossing land and sea as easy as others cross the street. It's always been a dream of mine to circumnavigate the world, and I'm well on my way. Black Hawk is the name of my Black Hawk. Yes, he's a big old bird. Wings wider than the gates of Skara Brae. Have him perched on top of Kyralan's tower right now. But you can't see him. Oh no, I've made him invisible so he won't scare the populace. See you soon.
Oh, here's Lar.
Oh, there. I don't suppose you'd be interested in buying or selling a soul now, would you?
You might recognize him.
Lar is the name. Lar of Rivellon, at your service. That's right. Usually do brisk business, but not having much luck here. That... Haven't made a sale in days. Everyone down here in Skara Brae below seems to have one already. Not an empty vessel among you. Up in the new city, of course, almost no one has a soul. I could make a killing up there, but it's too dangerous. What with the Fatherites running things, my sort of business is frowned upon. Plenty of souls down here to choose from, but no one seems in a selling mood. Too busy fighting the good fight, or some such nonsense. Think I'll have to move on to some place where the people are more beset with ennui. Boredom always helps the market. Nice talking with you.
Scent of wine, taste of ale, secret signs, secret tales.
Welcome to Roscoe's. But I want you to know this is not the Emporium. I'm only here selling this rubbish because the Emporium has been flattened by a giant and occupied by Trow. Now, how can I help you? Yes, yes, the 7th of that name, and the first, Fian helped me, to abandon the store. Even in the aftermath of Tarjan's destruction, my ancestors kept the doors open, while I'm a disgrace to the name. The rarest, most exclusive collection of magical and mystical items, elixirs and ingredients ever assembled in Skara Brae, now pounded into rubble and occupied by Trow mercenaries who are ambushing every poor practitioner who comes through the door looking for me. It is an intolerable situation. My reputation and... Oh, just a moment. I don't suppose you... Oh, but of course you would. What adventurer wouldn't? Ah, well, when I escaped the Emporium, I happened to take with me a lantern of illusion. If you could drive out the Trow that currently occupy the Emporium, then set the lantern on the hook outside the door, it will make the place impossible for undesirables to find until I can return and clean it up a bit. After that, if you find yourself in need of best quality magical merchandise, why, I would gratefully sell it to you for a deep, deep discount. What do you say? Excellent. Then here is the lantern, and here is the location of the Emporium. Be careful, though. There are a lot of Trow there, and they aren't the friendly sort. Thank you for coming to Roscoe's. Please...
Ah, adventurers. Off to do a little dungeon crawling, are you? Makes me wish I were young again. Always plenty of fun to be had in the underworld. Good luck down there.
Welcome, adventurer. We are the review board of the Adventurers Guild. Before you can be allowed to learn certain skills or follow certain paths, your progress must be reviewed to be certain that you are worthy. You will know when to return to us. We look forward to seeing you then. Farewell, adventurer.
Ah, I knew you'd come forward, hero. Now, listen. Seems the raid on the Adventurers Guild was just one attack among many today. There's atrocities happening all over Skara Brae. And Dalgleish, Ringneck and the Green Lady, who you met during the fighting, have gone to look into some of them. I promised I'd send help if I could find any. Would you look for them and give them a hand? This is the old town, the original Skara Brae. When the mad god Tarjan attacked it with fire and storm a century and a half ago, the earth shook so the muddy hills around the town flowed down and buried it to the gables. Ever since, the poor and outcast and outlaw have been digging it out again, little by little, making a home in the dark. Now, there's not much more to tell. I can never remember any details of where or how. I just know the troubles we're having now will end when you end them. And somehow, you'll end me too. I only wish I knew why. The Fatherites claim that elves, dwarves, trow, and those who practice magic or follow the old ways are enemies of their faith. But until all this magical mayhem started, the most they would do was preach against us. Now it seems they want to wipe us out, as if that would make them safe. It isn't us behind this terror. Ah! Ringneck's a collector, I'll call him. Likes shiny things. He was looking into a kidnapping in Wellbottom, the trow camp here in Skara Brae below. I'd look for him first, as Wellbottom's nearby. Then he can help you find the others. Dalgleish is a dwarf smith, and a long-time protector of Skara Brae. Someone's been attacking his clients, and he fears it's because he's investigating these terrors. He was off just before the raid to lie in wait for the devils at a client's stall in Skara Brae above. She's an elf who dedicated herself to caring for the poorest in Skara Brae. She'd heard some rumours of elves luring children away from their families, like in the old tales. She went above ground to learn the truth of it. If you need some kit, peek in those crates. Won't do to go around defenceless in days like these.
Okay, so every time we level up, we get another skill point that we'll spend doing this stuff. In this case, I'm going to choose training in leather armor so that I can equip some of the stuff that I got. For example, that and these boots. And maybe a helmet. Save. And we'll travel forth into Skara Brae below. So as you can see, there's like little graffiti markings around here. I believe that if you get certain abilities, you'll be able to reveal certain things around those, but I don't have anything right now, so let's go check our map. And hold up. Let's see if we can... Okay, we can't access grid mode just yet, apparently. Whatever. So we have little quest markers, and I suppose we'll want to go this way, but we can't. There's stuff in the way. Alright. Oh, okay. We'll go this way and...
Pull apart, right?
Whatever. I'm still not entirely sure if there's a sprint button or not. Sometimes I feel like I'm going faster when I'm holding down the shift key, but sometimes I don't. By order of Bishop Henrid, worship at this obelisk is forbidden. Report suspicious activity to the Temple of the Sword Father.
You can't trick me! You're a monster! Just like the other monster! No! No! No, leave me be!
So I think I'm going to play a little bit more than I said. More than, what was it, an hour? I think I'll do a little bit more than that. Wonder if we fall off. No, we don't. Okay, cool. I see.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather we didn't.
We'll go explore that in just a bit. But I think I'm going to go check out, just in case there's any extra... things around here.
Are those friends of yours?
I don't
Do we know them?
Die, but go to well bottom. Investigate the disturbance.
Let's get this done with.
Okay. Okay. We'll be able to defeat these people pretty easily.
Coming through.
Over there!
Where'd you go at? Stand aside. Ah! Come on then.
Okay, so let's go eat some stuff. Sorry, I was being dumb. But I like that there's multiple levels to these, well, multiple stories, I believe that's the correct terminology, to these levels. Or just gameplay area.
Dear, not really. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather we didn't.
How many gone? 2. Mickle and Batface. Snatched like eggs out of a hen house. And you don't know didn't know they was gone till Gob found their gear all thrown about down near Sinister Street.
Well, that's a place to start. I'll find them, Cully. I promise I will. Now lock down tight until I get back, aye?
Ta, Ringneck. I only hope you'd find him alive. There's too many of us hurt and lost already.
Oh, who's that? Ah, you must be the one Rabbit promised to send. Am I glad to see you? Some kin of mine have been kidnapped and I could use some help finding them. Whalebottom's the biggest trout camp in all of Keith. Used to be the one place a trout could feel they was safe. Now nowhere is safe. Been talk at the guild of some trout sellswords sneaking around Skara Brae, killing people and cutting them up. I hope it ain't them who's took my friends, but I've got a bad feeling in my belly. Thanks for giving me a hand. Cully said they was taken near Sinister Street. Let's head that way. That's High Priestess Uena, leader of the Temple of the Blessed Lady. She's a lot nicer than Bishop Henred, but they're still on the same side.
Ah, adventurers. I understand why you look at me askance, friends. But please do not think all Fatherites are as close-minded as Bishop Henred's paladins. They may blame all Trow for the crimes of a few, as they do adventurers too, eh? But we do not. Please tell your friends at the guild that if any there needs sanctuary, even from other Fatherites, the Temple of the Blessed Lady is always open. I am High Priestess Uena of the Temple of the Blessed Lady. We of the temple are dedicated to helping the helpless and healing the hurt, no matter who they are or who has hurt them. We are indeed, but Henred is very zealous. I should not say more. Loyalty is one of a paladin's greatest virtues, but blind loyalty, I wish they followed the actual teachings of the Sword Father's book as fervently as they do those who preach it. I do, child. I pray. Go in peace, child.
She talks as sweet as honey, but I still wouldn't tell her much. Fatherites stick together, no matter what they say.
Sonte, mes amis. Will you help a man buy a drink? I have these things I have no use for now, and I will sell them to you for very cheap. Ah, do you speak my tongue? Are you from Amordi? No? I should go home. What did I think I would find here that I could not find there? But who has the coin for voyageant when drinking costs so much? The armor, the swords, the accoutrements of war, I have given them up, huh? But the memories, they are not so easily disposed of. And so, I must drink. And so, I must have coin. And so, I sell the armor, the swords, and the accoutrements of war. Come back if you want more. I'll to drink.
Was I shouting? Forgive me. It's just the Cassid Fatherites. They've wrecked our store and all our merchandise. A collection I have spent a lifetime acquiring. Priceless.
This is Johan, by the way, and I'm Shell.
They seem to have found it objectionable that many of the artifacts we sell are of elven provenance, and so decided to smash them all and arrest us.
We escaped when one of the shelves fell on them, and now we're here, with just a few pieces rescued as we ran out the door.
I was one of the foremost collectors of elven artifacts in Cave. I had a fine selection of puzzle weapons, elven generation books, jewelry, art.
And it's all gone. All but a handful of things. which we're currently willing to sell at bargain prices.
Abende, originally. The son of a master mason. He taught me to love the beautiful things, and I found none more beautiful than elven handcrafts. Except, of course, my lovely...
Ha! Flatterer. Lestrus. I met Johann there when he was cataloguing my father's library. He was my excuse to escape a life of noble banalities.
Is that all I was? An excuse?
A very good excuse, beloved. We eloped together here 6 years ago to start a new life. Now we start again, I suppose.
As long as I have you, darling, anything is possible. I'm afraid it's only what we could carry.
Please look.
Cool. We can buy a backpack. Did I buy it or did I not? Okay, cool. So I guess this is our quest items. And we have inventory slots. Okay, cool. That's all I'm gonna do.
Thank you.
Aye, thanks.
Aha! Here's one who knows what's what. And what can the Fox of the North do for a fellow follower of fortune? That's what the paladins call me. The most notorious robber north of Lestrus. But can they catch me? Not if I can go to ground, they can't. Paladins are afraid of the old city, and with good reason. They've no friends down here. So I cool my heels here when the heat's on, then slip back up above ground for another run. Business is good. Just a few things I've picked up on my last trip upstairs.
Disguise kit. Interesting. Alright.
So long, my bonny comrades.
Mes amis? Oi. There it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have weapons. Whatever.
Au revoir.
I don't... This is the place. Blood everywhere. Terrible. Ah, but maybe it can lead us to where there was Duke. Have a look around.
Well, hey, who's this now? Are you really here? Or was that last batch stronger than I thought? Hey, well. No better way to test the potency of my concoctions than taking a little nip myself. That last one. Oh, are there 8 of you? So long. Now, where was I? Oh dear. Not really.
I don't know about this.
This all looks rather fatal. Oh dear. Not really.
Here! They were heading this way. Here, you'll need this to hook that bit that sticks out up there. They've gone into Skara Brae above. Dangerous ground for a trout these days. We best be careful. Stop a minute. There's an old trout cache round here somewhere. Before we face these kidnappers, we might want to stock up on a few necessaries. Look for a chalk mark. What do you need?
I know. You want to sail. Well, so does everyone else. I want you to sail. But the paladins have said that every ship must be searched, and every passenger manifest checked by a priest of the Swordfather. And they're taking their sweet damn time getting around to it. So you'll just have to wait like all the others. Since all this trouble started, they're the authority in Skara Brae. The mayor and the city guard are just bystanders like the rest of us. I don't like it any more than you do, I promise you.
I like how the inside of his mouth is glowing, or, well, it's being affected by the sunlight.
Try back tomorrow, or the next day.
Hail!
Greetings.
I hope you are not seeking to sail, friends. They have not let a boat out of the harbour in days.
And it matters not how urgent your business. The harbour master will not listen.
My name is Rupert. lately a warden of the Highlands. Now, until I can be sure my sworn brother Ewan is safe, I am a wanderer.
I am Rifkind of Catlander, and being without family or fortune, I've sworn to aid my friend Rupert until he has learned the fate of his friend.
Ah, we have just come from the Intriach, chasing a rumour of Ewan to a dead end. Fortunately, a witch of the 50 put us on the path again, to the Gotten lands.
It is bad among the 50 now. Corruption infects the trees. Even the animals are sickening. I would avoid it if I were you.
I seek to save a friend, Ewan, stolen away by the fair folk. We thought he had been taken through the portal to the Everwood that lies at the heart of the Intriach. But it was not so.
A wise woman of the 50 told us no one had passed in or out of that portal in years. But she had felt tremors in the ley lines that told her the portal of the Gotten Fjords had opened just days ago.
It must be Ewan! It must be! I will save him from that temptress if it's the last thing I do! Aye, aye. Good fortune to you.
If you think we can do it, then we can do it. I hope.
Treasure? Well,
Sure.
You should just stop talking.
You see this wee lush? He was about to tell us about some great treasure of his. Then he had to go and have one more drink, and suddenly he's talking gibberish. Can't understand a word. I figure the only way we'll ever make sense of him is to wait until he's sober. And that's gonna take a while. Or just get as drunk as he is. Time to get started. Bottoms up.
Treasure?
Go on, I'm busy. Can you not see me working here? These fish ain't gonna sort themselves.
What
You certainly like to challenge yourself, don't you?
Ready when you are. We can take him.
Fighting? Oh, see?
Hope I'm ready for this.
Aren't you ambitious?
What's that? There they are!
It's a lot of people.
Am I supposed to be doing something?
What should I do? You can't see me.
I'm here.
Adventurers!
Oh.
Kill them! We'll make it look like they were helping the others.
Taking orders from a human.
Why are you doing this? Aye.
Thank you! Thank you! I thought we were gonna die! Those sellsword tribes said they was gonna leave our bodies here, so it seemed we'd killed those men. They didn't stand a chance, unarmed against those dirty assassins. It was cold-blooded murder. Lots of blood and butchery being blamed on well-bottom trow lately. Possible we can prove it was these sellswords behind it all, but I doubt anyone will listen. Need to get back to Wellbottom and tell Cully. We better leg it. Thanks again.
You see, Paladin, outcasts of Trow killing honest citizens. They're all in it together. They want to kill us all.
See, like this guy, he has crafting as his other skills, so...
Oh, hello.
What do you need?
So I guess you can only bind one time? Okay, interesting.
We're fighting? Oh, I see. Well, aren't you ambitious?
They're gonna tear us to bits.
Guess I can't go that way. Still don't know what that's for. I guess it's part of a puzzle somewhere. But in any case, I believe that's where we're gonna take off. Thank you for joining me. This has been Nekot the Brave. We finished our first quest and we didn't die. And this has been Bard's Tale for Barrows Deep. Closed beta. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Nekot out.